Hello everyone, today we are looking at a topic, linear inequality. Linear inequality are linear equations that have the following symbols instead of the normal equal to symbols. The following symbols, that is, this symbol meaning greater than, this other symbol meaning less or lesser than, this other symbol meaning less than or equal to, and this other symbol meaning greater than or equal to. We are going to be looking at some basic rules in solving linear inequality. Basic rules in solving linear inequalities. Rule number 1. If A is less than B, then A plus C is still less than B plus C, where C is any number. Where C is any number. Also, A minus C is also less than B minus C. Okay? Let's take some example. If we have minus 3, which is a number less than 5, let C in this case be equal to 2. It means that minus 3 plus 2 is still less than 5 plus 2. In this case, it's going to be minus 1, which is less than 7. Again, if C is equal to minus 2, a negative number, then minus 3 plus minus 2 is also less than 5 plus minus 2, which will be giving me minus 5, which is a number less than minus, that is 3, which is a number less than 3. This rule also applies when you are having A greater than B. That is, you choose when a constant is added to both sides of the inequality does not change. The sign of the inequality remains the same, and the statement also remains the same. Okay, now let's consider rule number 2. Rule number 2 states that if A is less than B and C is greater than 0, then A, C is also less than B, C, and A over C is also less than B over C, where C is a positive number. Remember, a number greater than 0 is a positive number. Example, if we have again our number minus 3 to be less than 5, let C be equal to 2, which is a positive number. Then you have negative 3 times 2 will still be less than 5 times 2, which in this case will give me negative 6 less than 10. Okay, again, if we still consider the same number, that is negative 3 less than 5, and C is still equal to 2, now we want to divide both sides by 2, the constant 2. We are going to have negative 3 over 2 will still be less than 5 over 2. Okay, this also applies in case of A greater than B. Okay, now quickly let's consider the third rule. Rule number 3. It says if A is less than B and C is less than 0. Remember, C less than 0 means negative numbers. All numbers that are less than 0 are negative numbers, while all numbers that are greater than 0 are positive numbers. So in this case, we are referring to negative numbers. C is a negative number. Then AC, that is A times C, will be greater than B times C, and A divided by C will become greater than B divided by C. Okay, that is, if you are multiplying both sides by constant C, where constant C is a negative number, the sign of inequality changes. And when you are dividing both sides by constant C, where the C is a negative number, the inequality sign also changes. Okay, inequality sign changes. Let's look at some example. Again, our number negative 3 is less than 5. Let C equal negative 2. It means that negative 3 times negative 2 will now be greater than 5 times negative 2, which is going to give me, negative times negative is positive. So we're having only 6 here, which is 3 times 2, which is greater than a negative 10, which is 5 times negative 2, which is 5 times negative 2. Okay, so the same thing applies when we divide. When we choose to divide negative 3, which is greater than 5, when you choose to divide both sides by negative 2, we are having negative 3 over negative 2, which will now become, this is our normal question is less than, okay, which will now become greater than 5 over negative 2. Okay, and we know this is the same as 3 over 2, which is greater than 5 over, which is greater than negative 5 over 2. Okay, and this represents the example for our third rule, rule number 3. Okay, With this basic knowledge, you can now go ahead to solve problems on this topic. In our next video, we'll be solving problem under the topic linear inequalities in one variable, and then we will be applying these three rules that we have learned today. So bear this in mind as we wait for the next video. So watch out for the next video. Okay.